Hello everyone, welcome to this course on how to design a website easily in 2020. This is a step-by-step guide to launching your first website. I strongly believe that making a website should be easy. In fact, I've created this course to make it easy for anyone to design and launch a professional website quickly and easily in 2020. So if you follow me throughout this course, I'll show you how to design a professional, beautiful looking website using only free tools. So what can you look forward to? Among other things, you are going to learn how to get a domain name for your business, for your website. You learn how to buy hosting where your website will be hosted. I'll also show you how to use a free tool called Elementor to build beautiful website like this one that you see here now. Beautiful things, and I'll show you how to install WordPress and use WordPress to design your website to get pages like these, design pages for yourself, design for your customers. But before we get started, I want to quickly say that make sure you subscribe to this channel. Yes, click the subscribe button and remember to click the alert notifications button so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified and you will not miss a single thing at all. So why do you need a website? Why do businesses need a website? For various reasons, but I'll tell you about 3 of them only. 1, businesses need a website to attract new customers. Yes, because people are searching on Google every day. People Google for different things, how to do different stuff. They Google to compare prices, compare quality of products. Imagine if your website was among those websites that pops up when somebody Google on Google or send a request on Google for a search item. Those people who visit your website looking for those information are potential customers. Now, to make it interesting, it will surprise you to know that Google processes over 3.5 billion searches daily. A day. 3.5 billion searches. That's almost like half of the world searching every day. Okay, so 75%. And 2, another reason why you need a website is to gain credibility. When you have a business website, when people visit your website, they tend to trust your business more. In fact, according to a 2019 research, 75% of customers say they will judge a business credibility based on their website design. And 3, social media is changing. Before now, when you post something about your business on your social media pages, even on your personal profile, many of your friends tend to see it, many people, potential customers. But recently, in recent years, Facebook and other social media managers are changing the algorithm of their platform. So less and less people are seeing your social media posts. That is why having a social media page is not enough. And of course, don't forget, having a social media page does not guarantee you that you actually own that property, because Mark Zuckerberg can decide to lock you off Facebook any day. What will you do? But having your own website, you take control. So you can see why you and other businesses need a website. Who is this course for? You definitely need this course if you desire to build your own website, or you want to build website for people as a business like I do. I design website for people and they pay me money. I know a lot of people make a lot of money from designing website only. And those who do not have any knowledge of web design. So this is beginner friendly. Whether you have heard of web design before or not, whether you can code, so long as you can move a mouse, you should be able to design a website at the end of this course. Or you are a computer science student, or you are a digital marketing student who is learning digital marketing. It's very important that you learn web design skill, because that can help you add value to whatever you are doing. Most importantly, small business owners who do not want to spend a lot of money paying other people to design website for them. With the help of this course, you can build a beautiful website yourself where you can showcase your products, just like this one that we have here, a restaurant showcasing different food products, your location, and all of that. So let's dive in and see what we have here. So briefly, how does the internet work? How does the World Wide Web work? You see, the World Wide Web is a connection of computers. Just the computer or phone you are using, just like the computer or phone you are using to watch this training now, that is how other computers are connected together all over the world. So your website is actually a page or a document saved on a computer. Of course, you can use your own computer at home to do that, but your computer cannot guarantee 24/7 internet, neither can it guarantee 24/7 power supply. You see why you need somewhere else, a computer, those computers that can store your information, your documents, and are able to deliver them whenever customers are searching, are called servers, and those are called web hosts. So it's important that you know this, because we're going to talk about them as the course progresses. Now, each of these computers or server has an IP address, a series of numbers that is used to identify them. Now, when someone is searching for your website, it will be very difficult for them to remember those series of numbers. That is why we have what is called domain names. So domain names are used in place of IP addresses. When someone types in your domain name inside their web browser, it resolves and takes them to that IP address, that computer that is hosting your web document. So having a website on the internet is like owning a piece of hardware, a piece of internet estate. Let me say that way, estate online. But though this is rented, but the good thing is, as long as you continue to pay, subscribe, you continue to own that piece of estate online. So it's important that you understand this. So let's go deep inside the course and see what we need to do to design your first website. So the first step you need to take is to get web hosting. Buy web hosting, that is to buy a space in a server, a computer, that your documents can be stored. Images, pictures, videos, text, they will be stored on that computer, so that whenever someone is looking for your website, those documents can be saved to the person online from that server. So there are a lot of them, where a lot of companies that offer web hosting services, such as Hostgator, Bluehost, Whogohost, Siteground, Hostinger, and so many other ones. Personally, I would recommend that you use Hostgator, because I use Hostgator. I've used them for many years and they have served me very well. In fact, according to many research, many platforms where web hostings are confirmed, Hostgator is one of the best when it comes to their services. Their customer service is top-notch, their prices are good, and if you click the link in this video under there where you see web hosting, it will take you to their website where you can get web hosting for 60% off. That's big money, my friend. 60% off your first few years. With just $2.57 per month, you will be able to own a piece of hardware, piece of estate on the internet. So that's the first thing you need to do to launch your website online. Once you get your website, remember we said your web host rather, remember we said these web hosts are identified with a series of what IP addresses, numbers. So you need a name that can be resolved to that IP address, a name that is related to your business. That is where you need to take the second step, getting a domain name. So a domain name is just something memorable that people can remember, that when they type into their browser, it could take them to your website. So many domain name providers are there online. There's name.com, there's Namecheap, there's GoDaddy, there's Domain King, and so many other ones. Okay, personally, I use domain name because domain name have, you can get virtually all type of extension. There's .co, .live, .org, .com, .net, even .ng you can get on domain name. So to get a domain name for your business, what you need for your website, what you need to do is, if you come here, as you see here now, you search for the domain that you want to register. Let's assume that you own a beauty shop, okay, beauty salon, and you want to register a domain name for your beauty salon to start your own website. Assuming that the name of your beauty salon is Fine Faces Beauty Shop, okay? So you may want to use that as a name for your domain, for your website online. So all you need to do is come and type Fine Faces, for example, finefaces.com, and do search. What you are doing is searching if this name is available, finefaces.com. If it is not available, you'll be told that someone else has registered this domain name. Okay, look at it, say finefaces.com is available. What is the price? $4,255,000. You agree with me? That's expensive. Is that not so? Because if you look on that, you see cheap domain names. So why would you want to pay this? So what is happening here is that someone already registered this domain name, finefaces.com, and is willing to sell it for $4,255. That's big money. Okay, so since you can't get this name, what do you need to do? What our advice is, instead of spending this money, unless you have the money to spend, try to adjust the name you want to use for your website, since this may be too expensive for you. So instead of saying Fine Faces, maybe we can change this Fine Instead of having an I here, we can say have Y here, find faces. Okay, so we do another search and see whether this is available. Bingo, findfaces.com is available. How much is this? Just $8.99 for your first year. Subsequent years, you'll be paying $12.99 for that domain each year. Okay, so that's the domain name is available. What do you need to do next? All you need to do is click add to cart. It's suggesting other domain names for you that you can add. The .com, the .net, and also the .org, all together for $24.99. Now, why you may want to do this is so that other people will not go and register a domain name, because even if you register .com, another person can register .net, the same fine face, or .org, and people can mistake those websites for your own website when they are searching online. So to avoid that kind of issues, those kind of issues, you can register all these domain names and then forward these domain names, the .net and the .org, to your .com domain name. Okay, I'll show you how to do that in a subsequent video, but for now, suffice it to say that with this, you can register this domain name by clicking add to cart. You click add to cart, it enters your cart, so you come to your cart and click cart. Okay, it's going to load. You see that item that we have picked. Very good. Okay, so the item have been added to cart, but it's showing two items. Okay, what is the other item that is making this to be this amount? You can scroll down to see G Suite. Okay, basic, web hosting, site lock. Okay, more than 12 million websites use site lock from nearby. So I would advise you get site lock, because site lock protects your website against malware. As you are going to register this domain name, just click on add site lock to cart so that you can have that SSL certificate. There's free SSL, so you may not really need this. Okay, what is SSL? If you look at the top of your browser, when you see this key, it shows our website is protected. It's kind of a sign of security that our website can be trusted. But when you don't see this sign, that means our website does not have SSL certificate. So adding SSL is good, but there is free SSL, so there's no point you buying an SSL. You can leave this one and pass. Website builder, you can leave that, because we're going to use a free website builder, the Elementor I told you about. The link shortener, you can leave this. Name.com email address, you can leave that because you get free email. So altogether, the total of what we have here is what? $46.97. Okay, so you can just click next and go to checkout. Next step. So you are here at the point of checkout. Okay, you click checkout, view cart. It will show you all the items in the cart. So it actually added this domain for 2 years. You can change it to 1 year. Say no, I don't want to buy it for 2 years. Next year I will renew. You notice that the money has reduced. Even this too. So altogether we have $33.98 now. So remember, you just entered name.com. You have not created an account. So for you to be able to pay for this domain name, you need to create an account, or you need to log in. If you click login, since you don't have an account, it will bring up option for you to create an account. So yeah, this is the option, create a new account. For me, I already have an account. I can just click login and buy this domain name. But since you don't have, come here and put your details. Okay, pick a username. So your username can be fineface, since your business name is fineface.com, or it can be fine_face. Then you choose a password. Remember to choose a password that is hard to guess, so that people don't hack into your domain name provider and do whatever they want with it. Then put your personal details, your name, your last name, your business name, your phone number, and your email address. Now, these two are important. Make sure you put an email address that is active, because they are going to send you details in that email address. Make sure you use an email address that's authentic. The same thing with your phone number too, because if you want to activate two-step authentication, you might need your phone number to do that. And I will advise you do that to activate two-step authentication, because there are a lot of hackers and scammers online, so that your account will not be hacked. Then you can put in your address line. One, that's your address, your city, your state, the zip code of your state, and then your country. Once you select this, just say create account. If you do that, it will give you option to pay. You can pay with your card. You can pay with PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account, in a subsequent video, I'll show you how to create a PayPal account, link it to your card and use it to pay for anything online anywhere in the whole world. So that's how you get a domain name for your business. Okay, since I already have a domain name, I'm not going to go through this process. I'm not going to continue. I will just leave this process here. And the same thing, if you want to buy hosting, you come and select the hosting plan that you want to buy. Is it the Ssl plan, the baby plan, or the business plan? Now the Ssl plan gives you just a single domain. That is, if your business is fineface.com, you can only register fineface.com. For instance, if you had bought the other two suggestions, fineface.net and fineface.org, you can't register them here. You can't log them here, link them to this account, because this account will only allow you to use one domain. Do you understand? But the baby plan allows you to link unlimited domains. So I will advise you buy this one, because even though you just need one website today, tomorrow you never can tell, you are going to need more. You may need more websites. So I usually advise people to go for this option. The difference is not much. It's just a little bit over $1 per month. So go for this option. All you need to do is click sign up. Okay, just click sign up here and it will load. Yes, and bring you here. So look at it. If you don't have a domain, say free 1-year domain registration on select annual plans. So meaning that this your plan can give you a free domain. So you can type in the domain name that fineface.com. If you had not bought it, for instance, you can put it here and you get a free domain for the first year. Or if you have a domain already, just click and say I already have a domain. Then enter that domain, which is fineface.com that we had just bought, for instance. Fineface. Okay, faces, that was what we did. Finefaces.com. Then you choose your plan, the baby plan, that's what we have chose. Then for how long? You want it for 36 months, or you want to buy it for just 1 month, $11 if you are buying it for just 1 month, or you want to buy it for a longer period of time. Okay, you can choose that, or you want to buy it for say 6 months, 3 months, 12 months, 36 months. If you have the money, I would advise you go for the 36 months, so that you can get 60% off the 36 months. Because when you come next year, if you want to renew the next time, you will not get the 60% off. I don't know if you understand, because you are a new customer, that's why you are getting this 60% off. So I would advise, if you have the money, go for it. But if you don't, no problem. Even if you want to try for 1 month, no problem. Just go ahead and pay for 1 month, but you remember to renew after 1 month. Otherwise, you will lose that piece of estate. Remember, we say it's rent you are paying online. Is that also? Yeah, guys. So let's assume we're going for say 1 year. Okay, let's do 1 year. Then we'll come here, put a username. You create another username. You put a PIN also. Then enter your billing information, your email address. How do you want to pay? You want to pay with PayPal, or you want to pay with your credit card? If it's credit card, you can enter your credit card information. They are trusted. You don't have a problem. You can put your credit card and it's safe. I've used several of my credit cards to buy hosting here, and there have been no problem at all. Then you can confirm your email address, your first name, your last name, your company name if you want to, your phone number, very important too, because they'll communicate with you with it for 2-step authentication also. Put your address as usual, just add those information. Then SSL again. Okay, you want to buy SSL, like I said, just let this go. You don't have to. I will recommend you buy SiteLock. Now, what SiteLock does is that with SiteLock, okay, we bought SiteLock the other time. Is that not so? Yeah, we bought SiteLock from the domain name, so you can uncheck this one. We are not going to buy this. Professional email, we don't need it. Backup, well, if you have to, you can buy backup, but you can leave this as well. Usually I buy it so that the web host server can have a backup of my system anytime. If my system is, if my website is hacked, in any case, I can recover my details quickly. Okay, so you can leave this, or you can uncheck it if you don't have the money. It's $23 per year, so $23.95. Then improve your search ranking and increase website visitors. Hostgator SEO tools. You can leave this for now. Okay. Once you do that, you see the total amount you have to pay, $76.1. Then all you need to do, you click what? Checkout. It's not highlighted because I've not filled all of these spaces. I'm not going to buy hosting. I have hosting already, so there's no need me buying. So if I have filled all of that, you just click checkout, and bingo, you pay for this web hosting. So these are the first 2 steps you need to take to launch your first website. Get domain name and get web hosting service. Now, next step is to connect your domain name and your web host. How does the internet know that this fineface.com, if I type it, I'm going to see it in a server hosted by Hostgator? So that is what you need to do next. So I'm going to log in and show you how to do that. All right, now that you have gotten your domain name, you've also bought web hosting. The next thing to do is to connect your web host and your domain name. That is, okay, now that you have gotten your domain name and your web hosting, the next thing is to connect that your domain name and your web host, so that when people type in your domain name in their browsers, they can be taken straight to the computer system or the web server that is hosting your files. So sometimes people have their domain names and their web hosts in one place. For instance, if you are using Hostgator, you can have them hosting your domain name also, or you are using name.com, you can have them hosting your name and also hosting your web server. Though I don't recommend this, it's better you separate the two of them so that you have two steps of failure. Maybe if your domain name providers have issue at the same time, meaning your web host provider will have issue also. So I recommend you don't have your domain name and your web host servers in one place. Okay, so I'm assuming that you are going to have them in separate places. So what you do now is to connect these two together. Now, it's a very simple and direct process. Different web hosts and name servers will have different ways of doing it, but mostly the system, the process is usually the same. It's just 3 steps. What you need to do is go to your name hosting provider. When you go to your hosting provider, you just copy your name servers. Okay, that's how they are called. You go to your domain providers, that is, you log into the cPanel of your web host. If you are using Hostgator, for instance, if you log in, this is the interface that you see. Now, if you scroll down by this right hand side, you'll see where it says name servers. Most domain providers will give you 2 name servers. Some will give you more depending on the hosting account. So you log in and scroll down to where the name servers are. If you scroll down, this is what you are going to see. As you can see here, you will see current user, you see home directory, you see last login there, you see primary name server. Are you seeing it? Yes, and also secondary name server. So what you do is copy this information you have here. I'm covering this because I don't want to open my name server. That's why I use something to cover this. Okay, so but just copy this information. For domain, for Hostgator is going to start with NS and a series of number, then at the end you see gator.com. So just copy that information. You copy the first one, then log in into your name server provider. For instance, if you are using name.com, now you log in, then you see your domains. You can see all my domains here. I can click here if I log in and say my domains. Now when you click that, you will go to the particular domain you want to connect to that host. For instance, if I want to connect carongroup.com, I will just click on Caron Group. Click on Caron Group, and this will open up. We have registrant, contact, name servers, DNS, and the rest. So I come here and say manage name servers. Are you seeing this? I just click on manage name servers. When I do that, this is what we'll see. Manage name servers. So what I just need to do is to change this information, this name servers information. I will just come and click edit. When I click edit, it gives me the room to change. Are you seeing this? So let's assume what I copy from that place is ns23455 gator, for instance, .com. Okay, gator.com. That's what I copy, for instance. So I just paste that and I do update. Okay, then I go to the second one. I go back here, copy the second one. That was the primary one. I copy the second one, secondary. Then come back here, click edit, paste it here also. Okay, let me just copy this for the sake of doing something. I just copy. So I'm assuming I copy this one from here now. Okay, so I copy this, come here and do what, and paste it here. Control A, Control V. Okay, and then I'll do what, update. Once I update, I need to come and save it. So you come and click save changes. Error, object does not exist. That's because I'm not using read domain server. But if this works ordinarily, it will just change and say saved. Once you do that, you have actually connected your domain name and your web host. Now you may need to wait for a while. Yes, it may take between 24 and 48 hours. Sometimes it could take less, but you need to wait to make sure that connection you did has taken effect, so that the name servers can resolve the domain names and direct them to your hosting provider. So that's just what you do to connect your domain name and your web host. Once you do that, invariably you are close to having a website. The next thing to do is to install WordPress. Now WordPress is a content management system. It is the most simple and popular way to create your own website or your blog. In fact, about 37.6% of all the websites on the internet uses WordPress. That means more than 1 out of 4 websites are powered by WordPress. So how do you install WordPress? Again, it's simple. All you need to do is come back to your cPanel, your hosting provider, log into your hosting provider account. Then under the services available, you are going to see WordPress installer. Are you seeing this? If you are using WordPress, of course. If you are not using WordPress, there are other options. There is Joomla and so many others. Okay, but WordPress is the simplest, and I recommend that. So all you need to do is come and click on WordPress installer. Click here. It's just a very simple thing, just one step and you are done with it. Bingo. So it comes here. Once it comes here, say overall WordPress progress 25%. What you need to do is to select the domain name that you want to install. So if that connection you did earlier, connecting your domain name and your web host, if the connection went well, ordinarily it will show here. That domain name should show among your domains here. So you select it. The other time we did Caron Group, is that not so? So I just select Caron Group and I say next. Now this domain name I've installed already, so I'm not going to do that. But ordinarily, if you click next, it will take you to a page where you need to fill in your details: admin name, admin email, your address, and that's all. Once you fill those information and you click next, you are good to go. You've installed WordPress on this website. So what I want you to note is just click on WordPress installer, come here, select the domain name you want to install, click next and follow the prompts till the end, and you are good to go. Once you do that, you are ready. Next is for you to log in into your WordPress website and start customizing it and start building your website. And this is where it gets really interesting. It's simple. So what will happen is you log into your WordPress website. If you log in, this is what you will see. Once you log into your WordPress website, let's see now. I already logged in here. Maybe I should log out and log in again so that you see what I did. Just hold on, please. Okay. So if you log in into your WordPress website, this is exactly what you are going to see. This is a WordPress dashboard. From here, you will see a series of menus, what you can do and what you cannot do. For instance, you see the dashboard. You see home, update, insight, jetpack, post, media, pages, comment. These are the posts you write on your website. These are media. Maybe if you upload a video or an image, a text, picture rather, to your website, this is where you can see them, media library. If you want to upload a new one, you click here. Then these are pages, like your home page is a page, for instance. Contact page on your website is also a page. Okay, so those pages, you can find them here. If you want to create a new page, you just come and click create new. Then when people comment on your post or your page, if you click here, you see all the comments that people have made and so many other features. Okay, there's no point talking about all of them because we are going to virtually work with all of them in the course of this training. Okay, but these are the menu that you see, and this is what you'll be these are the places you'll be coming to customize your website and build that beautiful website that you have been desiring to build. So once you have that done, the next thing you need to do is to clean up your WordPress website. Now, this WordPress website comes pre-installed with certain themes and plugins. Now, you probably don't need any of those. What you need to do is come and clean them up. So come here and go to Appearance, go to Themes, Appearance. Are you seeing it? Then you select Themes. Good. Now you see some themes already installed. Are you seeing them? About 2 themes. I already deleted some themes from here. That's why you're seeing only 2. But whatever themes you see here, just come and delete those themes. If you click on this theme, for instance, you can see option to delete. Are you seeing it? Just click delete. Say, are you sure you want to delete this theme? Say okay. So that deletes that theme. The only theme we have here now is the 2020 theme. If you don't want to use this theme, you can also delete it and install a new one also, but I'll leave it because this theme has been used for this website. Then come to your pages also. Go to pages. Look for any page. Likely you are going to see just one page, a sample page. You can click on that. For instance, if it's this one, you click and say trash. That will delete it from your website. These pages are already used for this website, so I'm not deleting any of these pages, but you see a sample page that you can delete. Okay, let's assume I want to trash this one, so I will just come and say trash. So that deletes that page from the website. I can come to plugins, look at plugins here, click on plugins. So there are lots of plugins installed here. I installed this plugin, but if there's any one you don't want to use, for instance, you can delete it. For instance, this is Hello Dolly. I don't want to use this plugin. I just click on delete. It's asking me if I want to delete. I'm sure. I say yes, I'm sure. Bam. Hello Dolly was successfully deleted. So delete all the themes and plugins that you see there when you log in. Okay, delete the sample page because you are going to build this website from scratch, from the very beginning. So that's what you do to clean up your WordPress website. Next is to install your free SSL. Remember we talked about the security certificate the other time, SSL? Yes. So from here you can install it. All you need to do is install a plugin that is called Really Simple. This plugin here, Really Simple. If I hadn't installed it here, if you want to add a new one, you just come and click add new, plugins, add new. When you click on add new, this comes up. You can see a list of certain different plugins here. So if you are looking for that plugin to install, just come and type Really Simple. Let's see. Good, that's the plugin, Really Simple. Over 4 million active installation. Last updated about 1 month ago. Compatible with your version of WordPress. So once you have that, you install it. Because I already have it, that's why you're seeing active here. Otherwise, you would have seen this install button. You'd have just click on install, then install it, then activate it, and then you have that plugin among your plugin. Now this plugin, look, I said no setup required. You only need an SS certificate, and this plugin will do the rest for you. Okay, now your domain name provider gives you a free SSL certificate already. So once you install this plugin, you can activate that SSL certificate, which is already installed on this website. That's why you can see here income that you remember I told you about this key. Good. So you have that already. So next is to design your author or admin profile. If you look here, you scroll down, you see, let's see, settings. Okay, users. So you see your profile, user profile, click on profile. Good. So this is your profile. You can scroll down. Your username, you can change your username. So you can add your first name, add your last name, add your nickname if you want to. Then display name publicly. If you don't want to display, you can say no, or you change it. Then you come to your contact information, put your email address, come to your website. That's this website. If you have another one, you can put there. Then a brief info about yourself. You can put a brief info about yourself. If you want to put your picture, add your picture. Now, for people who do certain kind of businesses, I will advise you do this, whereas for some others it may not be necessary. For instance, if you are in the medical field, if you are a doctor and you are building a personal website, or a lawyer, it's important you put this information so that your website visitors, when they see your profile, they will trust you more. Okay, but if you are just selling, maybe you are an e-commerce website, you may not need to put all of this information. But if you must, then go ahead and do that. Once you have updated all this information, you just come and click update profile, and that's that. You have updated your profile. Next is to change important settings in your WordPress website. To change important settings. What are some of those important settings? So just go to settings. We'll see some of those important settings. Look at settings here. Click on settings. It's coming up and it's opening. Good. So your site title, your site tagline. The site title is what people see when they place their cursor on top of your website. For instance, you see this domain name. What do you see there? Domain name registration. So that's the site title. If I place this here on YouTube, you see Startup Crest YouTube. If I place this here, what do you see here? cPanel main. If I place this here, how to design a website integrated in Google Slides. So what people see when they put their cursor on top, look at this one, general settings, they come down. That is what is called your site title. So choose a title that's related to your business, okay? And also your tagline, which is more like a motto or something. If you like, you put. If you like, you can leave it empty. Then your WordPress address, your URL, you put it here. Automatically, this will be filled for you automatically in most cases. Okay, once you open, you see these ones automatically updated for you. Your admin email address. Then subscribers, if people subscribe to your website the first time they register, how do you want them? Do you want them to show as subscribers or contributors, or to leave this as subscriber, please? Then your site language, United States English. Yeah, then you can change your time zone too. Since we're in Nigeria, you can look for Nigeria. Where is Nigeria? Or Lagos? Yes, Lagos is what you are going to see here. Let's see. Africa, where are you? Oh, Lagos. That's our time zone. Yeah, so you choose Lagos. Then the date format. Do you want to use this date format, or this one, or this one? Select any one you want to use. You can click on it if it's this one, or you want a custom date format, you can do. If you use this, you click on that. The time format, how do you want your time to display? Let me use this one. I like. No, let me use this one. 24 hours, 22:05. Okay. Then when does your week start? Monday or on a Sunday or Tuesday? Any day you select. My week starts on a Monday. Then cache level, you can leave that the default and come and say save changes. You can leave all of this on the default and save changes. So you have made changes, you have made general changes to the general settings, but that's not all. If you come here, these are the settings you can see. So let's go to writing. This general we have just updated. Let's go to writing now and see the settings there that we can update if there are any. Default post category. That's when you write a post. If you did not select any category for it, what will be the default post? Is it uncategorized, or you've created some certain categories? So let's leave that as uncategorized. Okay. Then default post format. The standard post format, a gallery, a link, or whatever you want to use. I will also advise you leave this on standard unless you have special needs. Leave it on standard. Post mail via email, post via email, leave that also on the default. Default maker, leave it on the default, then save changes. And you are done with these settings. Then you come to reading. Okay, reading. Yes, your reading settings. Your home page displays what does your, when people type in your domain name, for instance, if they type in finefaces.com, what will they see once that page open your home page? Is it your latest post, the latest articles you posted, or just a static page, a home page that you have designed that anytime people come they always see that? So you select that. Okay, if you say a static page, then you have to select among all your pages which of the pages you want to be the static page. So it could be anyone. You could select this one as the static page that people type in, they will just see that in your home page, or you can select any other one. I use this one. Then your post page can be any of these pages also, but I usually use my blog, so that as you're writing the blogs will be showing one after the other. Then how many pages to show per page, how many blog posts per page? I say 10. You can increase or you can decrease. For instance, I can say 14, 15, whatever. I say 10. Signification fee, you can leave this at default. Now for each post in a feed, include the full text or a summary. I like including summary so that there will be no need writing the full text of the post. You scroll the whole thing, just put a summary. When people click, they cannot see the full story. So I'll select summary here. Search engine visibility. That is, do you want Google, Yahoo, Yandex, and other search engines to index this website so that when people search on Google, they can see it? Of course, you always say yes, is that also? But if you don't want the site, maybe you are still working on it, you don't want people to see it yet, okay, on search pages, you can just come and click discourage search engines from indexing the site, meaning that people who search on search engines may not see the site. But take note of this phrase here. It says it is up to search engines to honor this request. So even if you select this, they may or they may not honor it. But if you really want them not to show a certain part of your website, you can click that. Okay, now blog follow email test. When somebody click to follow your blog, what email would they receive? So you can craft something enticing and interesting for them to read. Then when they comment, also you can send them a follow-up email, something interesting for them to read. Then you just click save changes when you are done with that. And next will be the discussion settings. So come and click discussion. So you can see the settings here, read through them. Default post settings, attempt to define a blog link to the post, other comment settings, email me whenever anyone posts a comment is said. You understand that? Just read what is here, select what fits your need, then click that. Once you are done, come and click save changes and you are good. Then you come to media. Remember, we said media, those things you upload, videos, pictures. Okay, so when you upload a media, what's the default size, the width and the height? Okay, crop thumbnail to exact dimensions, medium size, large size, uploading files. So you put these settings the way you want them and say okay. Now permalinks, this is very important. What format do you want to use for your permalinks? Do you want the system to automatically assign permalink? What is permalinks? This is what is called permalink. This information you see here now on top display. Are you seeing this in name.com, account, domain name, details, current group / name servers? That's what is called the permalink for this page. So you can set your permalink so that each of your pages or posts will have a unique link whenever you create a new page or a new post. So you can use custom settings or you can use these ones that are automated. I prefer using custom usually so that I can state what I want to show. Then I can select, maybe I want the author name, I want the date, all of that to show, I can just select them and then click OK, save changes when I'm done. So just play with this area, select what you know fits you best and use it for your permalinks. Then your privacy policy, you may have created one. If you have not created, just leave that setting. Later when you create a privacy policy, you can come. I'm going to give you a tool that you can use to create your legal pages for free, both your privacy policy, your terms of use. Okay, just email me, click on the link below, email me, and then I'll send you a free tool that you can use to create your legal documents for free. So these other ones, headers, insert headers and footers, updraft plus backup, those are plugins. We'll come back to them later. So once you have done this, okay, once you do these things we see here now, you can say that you have updated or changed important settings on WordPress. So next now is to bring in your themes and your plugins. So next thing you want to do is your themes and your plugins. So it's time now for you to choose a theme for your website. So there are a lot of free themes and a lot of paid themes also that you can use. I will advise that you stick with a free theme if you are just starting, because once you have a good theme and you have a good page builder, you can play with any theme to get the result that you desire as a beginner. Okay, later you can go for the paid themes, but for now you can make do with a free theme. Okay, so when choosing a theme for your website, you want to make sure that you select a theme that is responsive, that is one that is optimized both for mobile users and desktop users. You know, many people browse the internet with their phones, so you don't want a website that people will look at on their phone. It will not look beautiful. So you want a website that it will look beautiful on the phone and also look beautiful on a desktop also. So that's what mobile responsiveness means. You want to choose a theme that is responsive. So how do you go about picking a theme and also installing a theme? So let's go back now to our WordPress dashboard. We are back to our WordPress dashboard. So remember appearance, go to appearance and then go to themes. Select themes. Once you come here, you can choose to install a theme. Okay, customize widget menu. This is for your existing theme. Is that right? So but we want to put in a new theme. Okay, what am I saying here? Upload a theme, click upload or add themes. So you can come and search. So let's say I'm looking for a theme for, let me say, health. Let me see whether I can get a theme out. Good. So there are a lot of themes related to health here. Health S, ROT Health, Blossom Head Coach, Health, VW Head Coaching, and so many others. So for me to choose, I can preview this theme. Say details and preview. Are you seeing that? So I can click here and the theme will preview. Yes. So this is how this website will look like, or this theme, if I use it to build a website, this is how it will look like. So you can read more about, say, health is a simple but powerful WordPress theme for medical clinic or health blog. This is fully responsive. You see this? A fully responsive theme. So, but let's assume I'm not taking this one. I can just come and click this cancel button. Then I can preview the next one. Professional WordPress theme, well suited for hospital, blah blah blah. And this is how this one will look like. Okay, it's fine too. Let me see this one. Let me see this one here. Okay, this one is good too. In blocks, this one will be very, I think this one will look very good on a mobile phone. Let's install this theme and see. Hey, I'm gonna scatter what I have here, but no problem. Installed. So once you have it installed, the next thing you do is what? Activate. Let me just show you something. Let me go to this website, this income.com. okay, let me go to this website and show you something. See how this website will look with the current theme. Okay, yes, so this is how the front end looks with the current theme. It's a website I'm just playing with, so it looks like this. Now let's change the theme and see what happens. So I just say activate. Good. So this health coaching theme has been activated. Look at the 2020 that we had before. It's no longer active. So now that I've changed, let me refresh this page and see how this website will look like. Bingo. Did you notice the changes? Yes. So you can see how it changed when I had the previous theme and now that I have this theme. Well, if you notice the previous thing, you will notice that the website title was here. Is that not so? Yes, and these menu items, this list of items were just down below here, but now they've been put into this place. So changing your theme, that's what it can do to a website. It can change the look of the website. Okay, maybe I should just leave this theme here. Let me click on this and see what I've got here, how this page will look like now that I change it. So this page is still looking the way I had it from the very beginning. Okay, so let's just go back. Okay, so let's go back inside our WordPress website. So that's how to install a theme. Once you do that, you are good to go. You've installed a theme. The next thing is to customize this theme. But before we customize it, let's install a few plugins that we may want to work with. Okay, so if you go down, take your eye down a little bit after the appearance tab, you'll see the plugins tab. So click on add new. You can click on add new from here, or you can just click on plugins. When you click on plugins, it will show you the list of installed plugins. Then from there you can add a new plugin. So here now you can say add new. So which plugin do you want to add? Elementor. I told you of a free page builder called Elementor. So you can come and search for it here. I'm searching Elementor. Bingo, Elementor page builder. Now this is already installed there. That's why you see this. Now these are Elementor add-ons, essential add-ons for Elementor. Elementor header, footer, and blocks, and the rest. Okay, so these are plugins. Now what plugins do? They increase the functionality of your website. They help you to do certain things that ordinarily you cannot do unless you know how to write code, unless you are somebody who can write computer code. So but you can't do that. Okay, you just want something you can use your mouse, click and play with. So since you can't write code, having a lot of plugins have been built and designed to help you achieve that. Okay, so if you need anything done, just go to Google and say maybe plugin for, maybe you want to change the color of a page or an image. Just say plugin for doing this on WordPress. Google will show you the name of the plugin. There you just come inside your WordPress website, click on plugins, then click on add new. For the purpose of this training, let me just add one new plugin. Let me add this essential add-ons, essential plugin you install after Elementor WP developer. This one, header and footer, create header, footer, and blocks. Okay, let me just add this plugin. So I click on install now. Once it's installed, you can activate it. So that plugin has been installed and has been activated. So be careful, do not just install any plugin for the sake of installing. Okay, there are certain plugins that are very important that you can have on your website. Okay, one of them is this page builder I told you about, Elementor. It's very, very important. It's one of the plugin I encourage you should go and download. Another plugin that you must have is your SEO plugin, and the most popular one is Yoast. Yoast is the most popular free SEO plugin. Just click on Yoast, type Yoast rather, Yoast SEO. It didn't come up. Let's go to add new. Sorry, I was searching install plugin. So you click on add new. So come and say Yoast. I have it installed already, so you should see it. Okay, I don't have Yoast installed. So this is Yoast SEO. So just click on it, install it. Install, then activate it. So that's one important plugin that you must have installed on your website. We'll talk about SEO in a subsequent training, okay? But just know that that's an important plugin. Why I'm doing this is because I want you to understand that it's not just any plugin you want to add. Add only plugins that are important. So Yoast will help you with SEO. Another important plugin that you need to have is Updraft. Updraft is a backup plugin. Okay, in case your website crashes or something goes wrong, with Updraft you can reinstall your website back easily. Look, I say Updraft WordPress backup plugin. Backup and restoration made easy. Complete backups, manual or scheduled. So install this one also. Okay, I already have it installed but not activated, so I'm going to activate it right away. So I click activate. Plugin does not have a valid header. Okay, I don't know what that means now. Maybe I need to make some changes after installing it. Okay, so you have a Updraft. Another one that's very, very important is Jetpack. Jetpack most time comes pre-installed with WordPress. So this is Jetpack. I have that there already. Another one that is very important is WordPress Forms, WP Forms. WP Forms. Now this will help you to collect email addresses, contact of those who visit your website. So WordPress Forms is already here, already installed and activated on this website. Okay, so WP Forms, don't forget, have it installed. You learn how to use it in a subsequent video. Another important plugin that you need is Redirection. That is a plugin that will help you to redirect certain pages on your website. Maybe there is a page that you deleted. You can always redirect it. Look at it here, Redirection. So install this and activate it. Then another one that is very important is install headers and footers. Now install headers and footers, that's the one I showed you earlier under appearance. What that does is that it allows you to be able to copy certain code, just paste on that plugin, and that will help you install certain codes on your system. So install headers and footer, look at it, it's very important. Make sure you have it installed. Over 1 million installation on WordPress. Okay, then finally, if you are into selling, maybe e-commerce for instance, very important, make sure you install Woocommerce. Now Woocommerce is a free e-commerce tool, okay, that can help you to sell online for free. Okay, Woocommerce, where is Woocommerce now? Let me see. Woocommerce, where are you? Very good. Woocommerce by Automatic, over 5 million active installations. You see that? Yeah. Woocommerce blogs are the easiest, most flexible to display your products on posts and pages. So I install this. I also install the Woocommerce blog because it's also from Woocommerce. I can trust this guy also. Any other one from Automatic? No other related plugin. So I have these plugins. I will activate them now. Activate Woocommerce. Now I really don't need Woocommerce on this site, but I'm just putting this. not right away. It's asking me to set it up. I won't set it up right now. It's just for you to click yes please, and it will show you the steps you have to take. It will guide you. It's a guided installation, guided setup rather, so you can easily set up the plugin to start working. Then where is the other one? Woocommerce block, activate. Good. Now one of the plugins we install is telling us there's an information. Are you seeing this red thing with 1 here? That's to tell you there's something you need to check. So sometimes when you need to update your website plugins and themes, you just see a red mark like that. Just click on it, then go and see the information that is there. Is an information. So Use Ssl and Woocommerce can work together by adding a helper plugin. Please install used Woocommerce SEO to install blah blah blah. So it's just telling me that there's a plugin I need to install to make sure these two plugins work better together. I'm going to leave that out of the way for now. But basically, this is what you do to install plugins and install themes on your WordPress website. Now that we have done this, it is now time for us to customize our website. Customize the website to make it look good just the way we want it. Okay, so customizing it, you go to appearance. That's where you customize your website. When you go to appearance, you are going to see customize. Are you saying customize? Just click on customize here. Now what you are going to be doing under customizing your website is making the website fit the way you want it. Okay, the theme you have installed, you do a few things to the theme and the website generally to fit what you really want, how you want the website to look like. Okay, so now that we have the website on, we have click customize. This is the interface you are going to see when you click customize. You can start changing things. These are the things you can change. The typography, that's the content typography, the heading. Let me go back so that you see those 3 options: content typography, headings typography, and global typography. So you know what typography is now, don't you? That's the fonts. Okay, font colors, paragraph color, paragraph typography, font family, the type of fonts, font size. So once you select these things, these settings will be applied on all pages, everything you write on your website. These are the settings that will be applied for your content, except if on each content you change those settings. Now when it comes to your heading color, you choose the heading color, the heading font, the spacing, the letter spacing, you know, the font size, the line height, and so many other changes that you can make to fit the way you want. For instance, these are very small. Do you notice that? I can make this text bigger. You understand? These two, I can make it bigger or I can make it smaller. If for instance I want the heading text to be bigger, I can just come and say size. I'll change the size. You understand? I can just do that and click OK. I don't want to alter anything on this website. Then the global typography, you come here. The color, if I want to change things here, I can quickly change things. For instance, the first highlight color, it says green. The second highlight color is black. So I can change this first highlight color from green to, let me say, something like yellow. Okay, you see what will happen here. Now I click on this. Good. So you see now the first highlight color has changed. This also has changed. You can see that. So I will just leave it at the green where it was before. That looks more beautiful. I hope you notice that. So I leave it like this on green. You understand? So you can change the typography. Then you can change the settings for the theme that we installed. That's VW health settings. Your blog post settings. We already did this already, if you remember. Post settings, post date. If you write a post, you want the date to show. You want the author name to show, you can just switch them off. If you don't want the date to show, you don't want the author name to show, you just switch these ones off. If you don't want people to be able to comment on your post, you switch this off. But if you want people to be able to comment, you leave it on. Then tags, you want the tags to show. If you created tags for your posts or your pages, if you don't want it, switch it off also. Then the length of an excerpt, if you have an article written, you want only a part of it to show, how long do you want it? From here you can select that. Then how do you want your blog post to appear? The layout, you can see the different layouts. There's this. I can play with it. I can select this one. Let me see how it looks. Okay, I think that's for the premium. It's not highlighted, so probably it's the premium is a premium theme that you can make that adjustment. Post content, do I want the full content, or except I don't want any content, just a heading? So as you can see, it's showing just the heading of this post. Okay, so I can leave it at excerpt. Add excerpt surface if you want something to a surface, so maybe at the end of the excerpt of the post, okay, you see that surface under there. So you can make all of these changes. Buttons, you can customize the button, the size of a button. If you have a button people can click, enter a value in pixels, that's padding left, padding bottom. You can customize that. You can change this from read more to maybe learn more. You understand? So you can do that. Related post settings. So you can add related posts to each of your posts by switching this on or leave it off. If you take it off, then it will not automatically populate any related post to your website. So I will recommend you leave that on. Then you have that settings already, blog post, general settings, and so many other settings that you can set for the theme itself. I'll come back to this one later. Let's just continue with the website generally. So your site identity, we'll talk about it for the site title, the tagline. You have that already. Do you want the title to show? Yes or no? The tagline, for instance, if I don't want this tagline to show, I can switch it off. Watch what will happen. Can switch that off. Okay, and switch the title off. You see, the title is off, so I can on it back. Good. Then logo for my website, so I click on logo. If I have the logo already among the media I've posted here, I can easily put the logo. So I have the logo on already, so I just select the logo that I want to use. Why? So just tell me dimension. Okay, the dimension of this logo is bigger. Let me just use this. I'll crop it. Opening up is quite slow. I don't know why. Okay, so crop already. Okay. So I have a logo now. Can you see? The logo is there now. The tagline is gone. Let me on the tagline back. It's back on. You can see that. So you can see our website is taking shape. Is that not so? It's looking more beautiful than when we started. Then your brand colors, if you have special colors like the background, okay. If you want it to remain white, if you want the background to be yellow, for instance, see? If you want it to be purple, I think I like this yellow. I don't know about you. Should I leave it? Oh, what do you think? Let me leave it this yellow, Jare. This yellow is fine. Okay. Then header image. If you want a header image, you can click and add a header image. Okay. Let me look for a header image and add. So this image will be on the header of our website. It's loading. Bingo. See it? It's loaded here, but I don't like it, so I'm going to remove the header image. Sorry. So you can put, or you can leave it, background image. As this background now is yellow, but if you want an image to be in this background, for instance, let me say I want this image to be on the background. Just pick it. Do you see it? It's now on the background. Let me centralize it. Okay, are you seeing it? Hey, it's cool, man. Really cool. So but if I'm going to do this, I may have to change the color back to white so that this can show. Let me see. No, let's not repeat it. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. We'll scroll it to the page. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I go back to the colors. Let me take the color back to white. Okay, this image is not quite on its own, really, as a matter of fact. Okay, trying to look for something that will work well with this image. I think I can go like this. It's okay. Background image, I saw we just fixed. Okay, let's try another image that is better than this one. What do I use now? Let me just use something that is kind of quiet. Too small. Okay, let's just go back and remove the image. Let's leave the background the way it is. Cool. Menus, you can leave the menus. We'll create menu later. Okay, menus are those things you see on the top of your website that are listed. Maybe if you want to scroll down a website, those things are, that's what is called menu. Okay, so let's leave the menus. What's next? Widgets. We'll leave the widget. We'll come back to them later. Homepage settings, we did this already, where we selected our homepage to be the welcome page and our blog post to be the blog post inside our settings. Then Woocommerce, we can customize Woocommerce later. Store notice, this is a demo store for testing purpose only. Okay, enable store notice. No, this is not a demo store, this is live already, so we are not doing any demo store. So products, show categories and products. If you want to list product, how you want the products to be listed, you can format that here. Okay, then product images, the size you want the product images, you can format that here too. Then your checkout, okay, company name optional, address line optional, phone number is required when somebody wants to check out. Then they should display privacy policy, terms of condition policy for them to see. Also, for instance, I can come and pick my terms of condition. Where are they? Yeah, this is it. So I can put this here. I have the terms and conditions shown there. Okay, good. So I have this already. So once I do this, okay, I've done this already. Additional CSS, that is if you know how to code or you have some CSS copy that can help you change how this front end look. You can bring there, come and just paste them here. It will paste and work properly, but we don't have need for that. So once you have made all of these changes, you come and click publish so that the changes you have done will be saved. You understand? So now that we are published, you can go back by clicking here. Go back to your WordPress dashboard. While that is opening, let's come and let's visit the website and see how the website looks now. Incomedats.com. You see those changes that we made, they have taken effect, and this is how the home page of the WordPress site look now. I hope you like it more than what it was before. So with this, we can create a beautiful website with this, what we have set up already. So the next thing to do is to create the pages for the website. Okay, so we'll create those pages immediately. As you start doing that, you'll see that your website will start taking shape. Those pages can be your product pages, they can be your legal pages, your home page, your about say page, your services page. So that's what we are going to do next. All right, so we are ready now to create our first page on this website. I'm sure you have learned a lot on how to build your website. So what you need to do is just head over to your WordPress dashboard. There you see on the menu pages. So just click on add new. Add new. From there you can create a new page for your website. So there are some important pages that you must create, like your home page, your about page, that's a page that talks about your business and what you do, your services, your contact, your legal pages such as privacy policy and terms of use pages. So those are some important pages that you must create if you are building a website. All of this can actually be on a one page website, okay, moving from one section to the other, but we are going to create a few separate pages so that you can learn how it is done. Okay, so this is loading now. Good. Now it has loaded. Now the WordPress dashboard has an interface for creating pages, okay, which is the classical page editor. You have that, or you can use Elementor. You remember Elementor, the page builder we installed the other time? Yes, you can use Elementor to build a page. So I'll prefer you use Elementor because Elementor is very easy to use. Okay, from there you can see pre-made templates. So what you just need to do is give your page a title. So let's say we call this page let's just say homepage test, for instance. Homepage test. Okay, so we just click this. We can now click edit with Elementor. Back to WordPress. Please note that switch over. No problem, just click continue. Changes you made may not be saved. Click leave. Good. So this is the Elementor interface. Once you click on create a page with Elementor, this is what you are going to see. This is the title of the page that we added earlier. This is our website logo and title and tagline there already. So if you look at the menu on the left hand side, you can see what you can do with Elementor. You can add an inner section to this page. You can add a heading. You can add an image, a text editor, a video, and so many other things that you can do with this tool here. Okay, there are many things you can do with it. So I'm going to show you the easiest way that you can use in creating a website. Very easy and straightforward. What you need to do is look at this box here. You see this plus sign and this document sign here. Yes, this is to add a section, a new section to your page, and this is to add a section using templates that are already made by Elementor. And that's the beauty of using this tool to create a website. So just click on this icon here and see what will happen. So it's going to give you a template library. You can see these are websites that have been created already, pages that have been created already. All you need to do is pick the one that fits what you want to do, the one that you really like, and use it to create your website. For instance, this is a landing page template. You can preview it. Okay, you can click on it and preview it, whether you want to use it or not, if you like it or not. So look at that page now. This is how it looks. Beautiful. You agree with me? Yeah, very simple page. Let's go back to the library and see if we can preview another page. Let's preview this one and see. Another beautiful page. You can use this one if you are selling a service that has a different level, maybe the lowest, the entry level for maybe $19, the next level $49, and the last level for maybe $99. So this will be very good for selling maybe a course or a software that have different access level. You can use that. Now if you look at what you see here, you'll see Pro written on some of these pages. So Elementor actually has a paid part. Okay, the main tool is free, but if you want to have access to more features, you can buy the plugin. You can pay for the plugin, subscribe, and you have access to all of these tools you see here by subscribing to Elementor Pro. But as a beginner, the free version is enough for you to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so you can scroll through and you will see both free and paid. To make it easy for you, once you come to this place, you can just select the ones you want, whether you want new trendy pages or popular one. You can just do that. Okay, so let's use this page, or yeah, this page look good when I open it, so let's use this one. Or okay, let's preview this on restaurant before we go ahead. Wow, this is a beautiful page for creating a one-page website, because this page talks about everything that this business does. Okay, let's assume that you are an agency like myself. You can use this one. Let's preview this one. Bam. So design your WordPress website. Let's say you build website for people, and this is what you do. This is a list of people who have done business with you. This is a testimonial from your previous customers. Okay, and here you explain your business. So all you need to do is just insert any of this template into your website and you are good to go. Let's insert this one. Look at insert here. Just click on insert. Okay, it's loading. So once this is loaded, you have that page just the way you saw it earlier. That site is going to appear on your website. Okay, very good. Bingo, you have it here. You see that page that we installed earlier. If you notice this, it doesn't look so beautiful here. Why? Because of the background we're using, this yellow background. We can always change this background if you don't like it. Okay, so you say you can put your logo here, but we have our logo here already. So what we are going to do is we'll delete this section. So you can edit any of this section. It doesn't mean that the way it came like this, then you must use it like that. If you have to, if you want to make any changes, you can make. Of course, you definitely are going to change these pictures. You change the text also to your business text. Is that also? So let's remove this section because we don't need it. So you can just click on it, right click on it, and you say delete. Bam, that delete that section. You can delete the whole of this box from here, so that you are not just deleting the the boss, but you delete the whole of that. So you have that removed already. So let's assume we don't want to use this image. Okay, we want to change this image. So we can click on it. You can click to edit it. Edit. What's happening? Okay, good. So we click on that. You see the layout. So you can adjust the size of this, the content width. You can adjust the column gaps, the height of this. If I do this, for instance, you can see it's getting bigger. Are you seeing that? How big or how small you want it. So let's assume maybe I feel this is too big. I can reduce it to something like this. It looks more beautiful now. Is that not so? Then the position, do you want it in middle or you want it maybe to one side? You want it stretch? You know, you can choose how you want it to appear here also. And the alignment, whether it should be default, aligned to fit the middle of the page, you can do all of that. You can play with this, okay, so that you know what all of this does. Then the style, you come here, you can pick the style. So that's where you will change the image. You can see this image now. So if I click on choose image, I can replace that image easily with any of my own images. So I click on that, this comes up. So let's say I want to replace that image with this one. This is a beautiful house. I'll click on it. Bingo, that image has been replaced. So let's say I want to replace this image also. Okay, I click on edit. You see this icon? That's the edit icon. See the image now. Choose image. I want to replace it. Say I want to replace it with this woman here. That changes that too. Then let's say I want to change this one. I click on this one. You see that? Change. Let's use this. Change also. Are you seeing it? So you notice that the images I put and the ones that were there before, the sizes are not the same because this is adjusting to fit the size of the image. Okay, now I can change that from having full image maybe to a medium image to make it smaller. I can adjust the size of this image. Are you seeing it? So I can change the size of this image. If I feel maybe it's too big, I want it smaller, I can do that. Okay, now let's assume that I don't want the whole of this box, the whole of this. I just want to put only 2 images. So I can just come and remove the whole of that box by clicking that. You saw what I just did? That box is gone. Then let's say I don't want the whole of this one. I click here, I delete it. As simple as that. Then this is a video. Now this video, I can either upload the video in my own system. Let's edit this section so that I show you what I'm saying. So look at the source, the video source. It says YouTube. So I can just go to YouTube, copy the link of any of those videos and paste it. Or if I want to pick it from my own system, I will say self-hosted. That's a video that I've uploaded. If I click self-hosted, it will give me option to copy that video and come and drop here. So let's choose a video now to replace that video that was there. And I have some videos here. Yes. Let me take this one. So I have replaced that video that was there with this one. But if you are going to do it maybe with YouTube, you want to pick a video from YouTube, you can just go to YouTube. Let's assume I'm going to YouTube. I want to pick any of these videos and upload it. Let's say we are picking this one. So I'll just click on this video, then copy the video URL. That is the link. I'll just copy this link here now. As you see, I will right click and say copy. Then come to where I'm designing my website. Okay, let me stop this video first. Pause. Okay, so I come here, then go back here and change it to YouTube. Then paste the video URL, that one that I copied. Okay, so Ctrl A, Ctrl V. So that video will now change to the video from there. You see how easy it is to build your own website? Simple and easy. Now let's assume that I want to add a small section, not a full page. This full page is already here. I just want to add a section. So I can come back here, click here again. So instead of adding page now, I'll just say blocks. Maybe I just want to add one block of text or something. Good. So these are blocks, maybe categories. If you look here, you'll see the different type of blocks that you have: about, archive, call to action, client, contact, FAQ, and so on and so forth. So let's assume that I want to add maybe prices. No, let me not add price here. Since this is more like a home page that we're creating, I can add contacts so that people can quickly see my contacts. So I click on contacts. So you can see different type of contacts templates that we already have. Okay, these ones have Google Maps already. This one does not have. This one will just be your email address, your social media links. Okay, or if you want to use something that has go back to the blocks, something that has the Google Map on it. So maybe you can preview. Let's preview this one and see. Good. I think this is perfect. Let it open up. But I think it's perfect. Very good. This is very perfect. So you can add your location. That's your office address, the office opening hours, then contacts, phone number, and email. So I think I like this one. So I will just click here and insert it on this website. Bingo. Here it goes. You see it now? Yeah. So what do I need to do now is to edit it. I have to change the information here. This address, this is not my address. So I come here and I click on edit. Okay, click on edit. So look at the location. So I can change the location. Instead of having this location that is here now, I can remove this. Let me just say Lagos. Okay, so let's just say Lagos, Nigeria. All right, good. Are you seeing? So I can type the full address. Excuse me. I can type the full address and the exact location will show up. So let's assume this is Lagos. That's where my office is. We'll just leave it for ease and to not to make this video too long so that you can watch to the end. So we have this already. Then you can now come here and edit the location. So we can click here, edit. This is location. Let's say Lekki, for instance. We edited that. Opening hours. Let's leave the same opening hours. Contact. Let's change the contact phone numbers. So we change the phone number maybe to something like 09000888990, for instance. Then we change email address. Okay, we can leave this contact@mycompany.com. Then next is for you to come and edit these social media icons. So let's say you have a Facebook page, you have an Instagram page, you have a Google Plus account, a Twitter account. You can add the address of all of this. All you need to do is come and click here, edit, as we have been doing. Then you come, this is Facebook now. So what you need to do is add your Facebook. Sorry, I duplicated that. So this is Facebook, right? So we need to change what is here so that when people click, they can go to our website, our Facebook account. So what you need to do is copy your Facebook URL, come and paste it here. Maybe fb.com/startup Jazzy. That's my Facebook URL. Okay, so we can have that there. Let me copy it. Ctrl+C. Then once you do that, you come to Twitter, do the same thing with Twitter, paste the drop the Twitter link. For example, I'm just using that same. Come to Google. Let's say you don't have a Google Plus account, you can just delete this. You don't have a Dribble account, delete. Maybe you don't have a YouTube channel, for instance, you can delete. Maybe you have an Instagram, you can come and put your Instagram handle also. So by doing that, if you notice, those ones I don't have, I deleted them. These are the ones remaining. So once somebody click on this on your website, it will take them directly to your social media page. Let's preview this page so that you understand what I'm saying. So as you are editing, you can preview what you are doing. Look at this icon here, preview changes. So this will help you to open the page and be able to preview what you have done. And also this will help you to also change the style to see whether it is responsive or not. That is, how will it look like on different devices. Okay, but before we do that, let's quickly make some quick changes. So we can change this information here. All you need to do is click them. Okay, come here and change them. Your dream, instead of say your dream vacation, I will just say take your business online. Okay, then here I don't want to say book a room, I want to say call now. So I can change this to call now. Call now. So if you notice, this is actually a button that somebody can click and it takes them to somewhere. Okay, so let me just, instead of say call now, let me say learn more. Okay, let's just say learn more. Learn more. Good. So what you need to do is to edit this button. You have changed what was here earlier, but where people go to when they click on it, that is this link now. So let's just paste that my Facebook URL here so that they can still go back to Facebook in case they come here. So I paste that there so that once people click on this link, they go to Facebook. Or I can say any page at all, anywhere. In fact, I can copy this link. You can copy any link and use. I can copy this link and come and put it here. When I say any link, I mean the link of where you want people to go to when they click on that button and put there, so that when people click, they will be taken to that page. You can also change this icon. Instead of using this one, you can change another one, and so many things. You can change the color of the text. This text that you have here, you can change the color. For instance, I could say you can make it bigger. For example, make it bigger, a little bigger. Okay, a little smaller. You can do this. You see? Yeah. Even the line spacing, you can adjust all of those. Okay, so that's a typography of the button. Then the button color, let me change that to red. So I can change that to red, for example. Are you seeing how easy this is? Simple. Then just the same thing we did, you can do same thing and edit all of these tests that we have here to customize this site. So what you are doing, you're actually building a website for yourself. So let's preview what we have done. Let's preview what we have done so far. Just come here, below here, can you see? Click on preview. So okay, before I preview, let me show you other things you can do here. Apart from previewing, you can publish immediately. Once you click publish, this page will go live. Or you can save this as a draft so that you come back and edit it later, or you can save it as a template that you'll be using to edit all other pages. Anytime you need something that looks like this one, just come and recall this page and use it anyhow you like. Then this is history of what you have done, all the changes we have been making. They are out here. If I want to go back, maybe revert to a particular point, you just click here. It will take you back to what you have done. So that will help you undo. Maybe you made a mistake, you can undo all the changes. So this is the navigation. When you click navigation, it shows you the different navigational pages on this page here. Okay, so that's what we have here. Let's preview this page and see. So click on preview. Let's see what happened. Very good. So this is the page we have edited. Look how beautiful it is. Are you seeing it? It's cool. Really cool. Really cool. Look, see what will happen if people click on this. See what will happen. Where does it take them? It takes them to that YouTube page. That button. So you can send people to anywhere. You see that? It's really cool and beautiful. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and go to the social media buttons. Let's test those ones also to make sure that they are working. For instance, we had a button for our Facebook, for my Facebook page. So we'll click on this, see what happens. Bingo! It takes them straight to my Facebook page. You see it now on my Facebook page. So that's how easy it is to build a website. So this page has been built. Well done, well done, well done. So we can just come here and publish. Once you click publish, this page will go live. But since I don't want to publish it, I'll just save it as a draft. So click save as, save draft. Good. So this page has been saved. Once this page has been saved, I can leave this place. I can come here and say exit. So I will exit this dashboard. So I've built a home page, okay, for my website. See how easy it is. Now anybody can do this. Go back to WordPress. Good. So we're back here now. That page we built now that we call home page test. Look at it here. It's a draft page. You can preview it. You can edit it. If you want to quickly publish it, just say quick edit. Then come here, change it from draft to publish. Just click update. Then this page will be published. But we don't want to publish it. We still want to leave it as a draft. So let's create another page. Let's say you want to create another page. We'll click add new again, as I'll be doing, or from here on the pages dashboard you can also add a new page from there. So you can click add new from here also. So we are going to create this page from the WordPress pages editor, okay, the classical editor. We're not using Elementor this time. So let's call this page, this new page we are creating, as let's say test page 2, for instance. So that's the title of the page. So let's add a block. So this is where you add different items, different sections to this page. So I click on add block, for instance. I can add, let's say, an image. So I click image, insert from URL, select an image, upload an image. We have images here already, so let's go to media library and select one image from that place. So let's pick this image and use. So we can decide where this image will stay. If you look at it, it's a little bit shifted to the left hand side. So let's align it to the center. Just click on this, it will be aligned to the center. We can also reduce the size of this image. Okay, if you want it bigger, you can also do that. It's very easy, simple. It's something that anybody can do. Okay, then after now, let's add another thing. Let's say we want to add okay, star rating. You click on this so that people can click to rate the image, for instance. Okay, bam, that you've been rated. So let's add a heading. So H2, let's say testing more, for instance. So that's the heading. Then we can now add maybe a paragraph under this heading. So look at paragraph here, click on paragraph. You type some words, for instance, type, zoom under that place. You get the idea? Yeah. So this heading, I can centralize it, and then the text will just be under. Okay. I can also add a video to this place here. The way we had our video, I can add a video here. So I can come and say embeds. Okay. So I can embed, say, YouTube, for instance. I click on YouTube. So I can go to my YouTube, copy that link again, copy, come here and paste the URL. Click on embed. Bam. That brings that video here again. Let's align it to the center. That video is here again. Okay. So we can save it as a draft also. Okay. So there are many things you can do from here. We'll just leave it at this point for now. Let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So that's how easy it is to create pages. Now, what if you want to create a post? Maybe you want to write a blog post. That's easy too. So instead of going to pages, go to post. Are you seeing post here? Click on add new, or you click on all posts. From there you can also add, but let's just say add new post from here. Click on add new. So when creating a post, you are going to give your post a title. So let's give it a title. Let's say sample post, right? Yeah, sample post. So where are the text for the post? Let me just copy some text and come and paste in that place. Hello, come up. Good. So I just copy, let's say I copy this. Hold on, let me copy. My mouse is acting funny, I don't know. Okay, good. Copy, come here, I paste them. So the post is here already. I can add a subheading. Okay, let's say this is a main heading. Let's say from here now, so this is supposed to be a subheading. So all I need to do is add a section under this one. I can click on these three icons here. Okay, if I click on this, I say insert after. So to insert space here, then I'll add a subheading there. Heading. So this subheading, let's say heading 3 for instance, and I say subhead. So that's a subheading. So that's how you create a post. All those posts you see, you read on blogs, this is how people create those posts. We'll save it as draft again since we are not publishing anything on this website. So you are done creating that. So my friend, this is how easy it is to build a website from scratch. Once you do that, this website is already live. People can come visit it and enjoy whatever you are offering them. It's simple, it's easy, anyone can do this. So now we are going to go to the next phase of this course after creating our pages of how to design a website easily in 2020. So far we have seen how to install WordPress, how to set up WordPress, and now we've seen how to create pages. So once you have created your pages, you are done. That is the truth. A few things you need to know.